Jason Irizarry with a record of 4-2 and fighting out of Underdog MMA under coach Devin Olen, who you see making the walk again in front of him, is a smooth, technical, and patient fighter. He stays calm under the most wild circumstances. Again, you talk about guys that in firefights will maintain their composure. Jason Irizarry is a shining example of one of those guys. And in a fight where both these guys have a combined 9 fights under their belt, and a fight on short notice, Jason's original opponent pulled out. I think we're in for a very, very special performance from both these guys, but namely Jason, who every single time comes to fight and every single time seems to improve upon his previous skill set. Devin Olen, another man that has been a seasoned veteran of combat sports and a man that has an extensive history within, specifically, the sport of kickboxing, looks to make his mark on RFC promotions here tonight with a win over a tough game opponent in Jason Irizarry. Can he do it is the question. This one's scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds at 130 pounds in kickboxing. And credit has to be given again to Devin Olen for stepping in on short notice to save this fight in a card where a couple of fights have been scratched. This Cage Wars vet stepped up to the plate. Let's throw it over to Mike Falvo in the cage to make this one official.
The action continues on the card for Illyrian Fight Night with our upcoming kickboxing matchup scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds at 130 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Underdog Mixed Martial Arts, Jason Irizarry. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Moseri Muay Thai, Devin Olen. The man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell, JP Zuniga.
Bout number 14 of the evening. As we get into the deeper waters of this fight card, should be a fun one. And look for Devin to kind of use a much more Thai style. You see the Thai flag on his shorts there. He likes to stay very light on his lead leg. Irizarry is going to take his time here early. He's going to look for his shots. Good connections by both guys. But Irizarry landing a little bit more. When Olen lands, he lands flush and hard, though. Nice body kick out of Irizarry. Nice outside leg kick. Olen's also known to take his time, and I think with a guy the caliber of Irizarry in front of him, he's going to have to find his way in. He's going to have to be very inventive. Because right there, you see Irizarry will throw front kicks quite frequently. He's very good at keeping guys out of his range. He's got very long legs. Both of them do, actually. Nice front kick again from Irizarry. And a nice cross to a body kick. Check hook. Olen is throwing the right shots, but it seems, again, like Irizarry is just out of the way. So maybe having a little bit of trouble finding the distance management. Irizarry starting to tee off a little bit. And I hate to say, but this has happened in Olen's other fights, which he has gone on to lose, is he'll start off on the slower side, and guys will just grow into the fight. And Olen, when he loses, he doesn't tend to catch up with these types of guys that control the fight early. Again, this is all due respect to Olen for stepping in there. I'm just telling it as I see it. Nice cross there by Olen. Again, just out of range, though. Irizarry a masterclass in distance management through this first round. And so for Irizarry, you don't want to get complacent, right? You had a fantastic first round. Utilized the push kick, the front kick, the cross. I mean, pretty much every weapon in his arsenal super duper well to maintain his distance. You do not want to fall asleep against a guy in Devin Olen. He will make you pay. He has been in enough fights, specifically with Cage Wars, to make this one messy if Irizarry cannot stay disciplined on the outside. Mike Falvo and I dancing to the music right now. Cage side. And set to go. JP Zaninga. Brings us into the second round, which looks like the fourth on the top. It's all good. It happens. Here we go. Olen's going to probably get a little bit more aggressive now, so Irizarry has to probably rely on that front kick a little bit more. There you go. Touch of gloves. Whoa. Big hook over the top by Irizarry. So quick with that leg kick as well. He pops that out there. He has one of the best leg kicks at this level. Oh, looks like a low groin strike. Yep. Olen knows it wasn't intentional, but still a respite in the action. And a little bit of it looks like a nosebleed. I don't know if that's blood on the mouth guard of Devin Olen. I think it is. I don't know if he split his lip. Something there. Irizarry, nothing but class, so that was obviously unintentional. Nice check hook offering there by Devin Olen, excuse me. Oh! Irizarry, when he does throw, starting to ratchet up the intensity a little bit, throwing a little bit more power into his shots. Olen following suit. And you can hear those leg kicks when they connect. Olen continuing to stay in front of him. Oh, that might have wobbled Olen a little bit. Olen might be a little bit hurt right now. At the very least, that shot from Irizarry had him stumbling. He's still just a little bit hurt. Good call out from Coach Ant right here. Olen has to, he can't throw right now. I think it's more smart to kind of just recollect himself because he's in a bad spot. And that knee sends him careening to the canvas. He's going to get a 10 count. And he will answer the count. But Irizarry, what a performance so far by him. Another front kick. Oh! And that's going to be a standing 8 count. So 3 of these in a round, I believe, in the fight can be stopped. And short time for Irizarry to potentially finish this one. And if this goes to a third round, it'll give Olen a little bit of time to recollect himself. What a showing for Irizarry through 2, man. Olen is in bad shape right now. Olen, it does not look, I mean, you guys can see on the teleprompter here, he just does not look to be in a good position. And mentally, right, you have to go out for another 2 minutes after this. He just shook his head. He said, I'm done. I don't know if he said, I'm done. I don't think he's, that doesn't seem like he'd be done out of this fight, but it's something, probably just Olen voicing his disarray for the situation because, man, I would not want to go out for another round with one Jason Irizarry. Hopefully Olen enough time for him to recollect, get his legs back under him, and get his wind under him. Or should I say the wind in his sails. Oh, Irizarry targeting that body. Little winds from Olen when that front kick landed. Oh, yeah. Irizarry is going to start to slowly just pepper that body. Olen, a nice offering back. But really, Irizarry's arsenal has kind of shrunk to just the body kick and the leg kick, and then the front kick up the middle. Haven't seen a lot of boxing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's what got him here. Nice cross over the top. Nice little off timing by Irizarry. Ooh, nice check hook there by Olen. Oh! Olen's eyes tell a story, and he's still feeling those body shots. And I want to get a statistic. I wish we could have a statistic for how many front kicks Irizarry has thrown. Right, little smile from Irizarry as if to say, I tried it. And if Irizarry is able to get it done, he will advance to 5-2. And dare I say, I'd call for a title shot for him. I think this performance was very, very high class by Jason Irizarry. Oh! And that knee backed Olen up. He is hurt. And the body language is just not where it's supposed to be. Can you blame him, though? Really, you can't. Looks like he'll be able to survive here. And Jason Irizarry just put on a clinic. Credit to Devin Olen, though, for sticking in there. You see immediately he crashes to the canvas. Not crashes, but falls to his knees and hands and feet, I should say. So, an absolute warrior to stick in there, to hang in there, if you will. And this next fight coming up for the RFC 145 National Kickboxing title. 5 2-minute rounds sees Matt Valencia from Rigoro Gym versus AJ Gilbert from CT Combat. For now, though, we have to get these judges' scorecards, and we do have to throw it over to Mike Falvo in the cage to make this one official.
And as always, fight fans, how about a round of applause for these two great fighters? After 3 hard-fought rounds of kickboxing action, we go to the official scorecard. All 3 judges have scored the fight 30-25 in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision, Jason Irizarry.
Jason Irizarry just stamped himself, at the very least, a contender match. And at the very most, a shot at the title. Whatever, give that man whatever he wants.